Today, we are gathered here to celebrate a historic moment for all vampire kind. A historic moment that's spearheaded by Jay Adams, someone I'm so happy I can call my friend, family, and most trusted right-hand man all at once. Since as long as I can remember, I always had a hard time making friends. Vampires being turned is rare, and vampires being born is even rarer than that. So, for the longest time, I was the only person my age in our lovely little big clan of Aura. However, there was not a moment that went by where you ever let me feel lonely. No matter what other things you were tasked to do, and I know especially when I was little, there were a lot of things, you always figured out a way to spend time with me, play a game with me, or teach me something new. All of this became especially true when my dad left. Really, in every way, you were the one that stepped up and filled that role. You always tell me how you never want to be a father, but I know firsthand if you ever change your mind, you will be a great one. And I know how you always talk about how love is a burden and you never want to get hung up with that worry for anybody. But I am so grateful that ever since I was born, you have made an exception for me. As the hierarchy and tradition always dictates, even though I was only 6 years old at the time when Dad left, it was technically in my hands to be the head of my bloodline and lead Aura to great things. Well, that obviously wasn't going to work, so at your own expense, you worked tirelessly to keep things afloat and do my job as well as your own. All of this you did far too often without a thank you, and all the time without anybody being allowed to recognize the work that you were putting in on my behalf. It was thanks to you that Aura not only survived, but thrived. However, even with all this experience under your belt, I couldn't help but be a bit shocked when you told me you wanted to run for mayor of Los Angeles. I mean, come on. Us vamps don't even have voting rights, let alone a vampire. Someone feared and hated by at least half this city. Step 1, running in the election. Step 2, winning in the election. But it was not long until the initial shock wore off, and I thought, if anybody can do something this unprecedented, it was gonna be you crazy bastard. Since you made your plans clear to me, it was so incredibly inspiring to see you and Jade work your butts off to make it happen. And I'm so happy to know that your guys' hard work paid off. All those hours you spent planning and campaigning were worth it from the moment those results came in, revealing that you, Jay Adams, had won the race. I swear, my heart actually beat twice that minute. And boy, the look on your face was one of pure triumph that I haven't seen from you in a long time from that point. With all the leadership skills you spent years developing, as well as all the soft skills and dedication to people you try so hard to pretend you don't have, I know that you're going to do a great job and make things better for all of us. So, congratulations, Mr. J. Adams, Mayor of Los Angeles, and thank you for everything you've done and are still doing to make our lives better.